Hi, I'm Ivy Marie Lynn, Peak Performance and Relationship Coach, and in today's video, I am going to talk to you about intuition and how important it is to cultivate and listen to your intuition and listen to your inner guidance when you are dating someone new or in a partnership with someone new, or just going out there and dating here and there someone new. But in general, overall, intuition is something that we don't learn throughout our lives. We're often taught first and foremost to trust other people, trust our parents, trust the authorities, trust the experts, trust our teachers, and so on. And we aren't taught how to indeed trust ourselves. So I'm going to give you top 10 tips on specific ways on how to cultivate and strengthen your intuition, your instinct, gut instinct, whatever you want to call it. And I want to also share with you quickly how important this was for me when I was in a partnership. Actually, I was in a relationship. My last boyfriend 12 years ago, I've been with my husband now for 12 years, was indeed cheating on me, and I had ignored all the possible red flags, plus the fact that he was, a little bit, well, a lot narcissistic as well as very manipulative. But nonetheless, the red flags were there and I ignored my intuition. So the day I found out he had cheated on me, he left his email open and I saw the whole sordid affair all written on email. I had confronted him and he actually expressed so much remorse and so much regret, and he actually wanted to stay together. He wanted to stay together. He promised he wasn't going to talk to the other woman anymore. And so this, conversation ensued, and I obviously wanted to believe him. I really wanted to believe everything that he was saying. And so I decided to give him another chance. So this was for, this new chance that I gave him went on for about a month. And I decided to start meditating again more intensely, but I was meditating in order to forgive and forget. I had heard that meditation was good for forgiving somebody, and I really wanted to be able to forgive him and start this new relationship again with all of his new promises. So a month went on and I was meditating, doing all kinds of mindfulness practices, and I had no expectations but to just forgive him and forget about the situation and move forward with him. And for some reason, during my visualization practice, which I also did, I could not for the life of me picture us together. I would close my eyes and picture us together, and for the life of me, everything came up blank. And so this went on for about 30 days, and we tried to, we were resuming a somewhat normal relationship again. We even went to couple counseling and everything. And one day, at the 30-day mark or so, I started having this weird feeling at the pit of my stomach, and I couldn't shake it for some reason. Like, I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe I was eating something bad. Maybe I was just nervous. Maybe I wasn't sure what it was, but for 3 days I felt this pit in my stomach, this hollow feeling in my stomach, this knot type of thing in my stomach. I never really felt that before, and I couldn't shake it. So I went to bed, and after 3 days of this, I had woke up in the middle of the night, and I went straight to the computer and I went to go check his email again, and I needed the password. So I took a deep breath in and I put my hands on the keyboard and closed my eyes and exhaled and I typed in a password. And on the very first try, I had guessed the correct password. And when I looked into his email, I saw that for the last 3 days, he had been talking to the other woman again. And that was the first time I had experienced any kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, download or channeling or intuitive nudge, or a psychic experience. I never really considered myself a psychic person before. But this was indeed a really big wake-up call as to the power of intuition. And I have been cultivating and listening to it ever since. To say the least, I did break up with him then, and I continued my practice. I continued my energy healing work to where I am today, 12 years later, with an amazing partner and family. So that being said, I hope you can relate to that, and I hope that shows you the importance of cultivating your intuition on some point. But I think we all know intuitively that it is a good thing to listen to our own intuitive instincts. So number one is to clear your space. And of course, I'm also a feng shui consultant, so I'm obviously going to put this at the top of the list. And the reason why you also want to keep a clear space and a decluttered space is because it essentially, all of it is just a distraction. It's very distracting. In the very least, you want to clear and keep and declutter the spaces that you spend most time in: your desk, your bedroom, your bathroom, your kitchen, wherever you spend the most time, and try to keep it as neat and distraction free as possible, because intuition requires a lot of focus and a lot of awareness. Number two is to meditate. I love meditation. I teach meditation. I have a ton of free meditations on my website. If you want to go check them out and download it, feel free to do that. If you're a beginner, guided meditations are just fine. And you really want to experiment with different meditation, different voices, different music, and really find something that you could stick with for a little while. You can start anywhere from 5 minutes to 10 minutes up to 20 minutes. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it takes me an hour just to have 3 minutes of really deep meditation. Sometimes it takes me 10 minutes to have 60 seconds of deep meditation. And guess what? It's perfectly okay. So just do it. And again, it is a practice. And that will bring us into number three, which is silence. Really, not only silent surrounding, but silent in yourself. Practice a day where you speak less, or you speak only when necessary. Again, cultivating silence also heightens your awareness, which is key in cultivating your intuition. Number four is breath work, which ties right into silence and meditation as well. So the most simple form of breath work, what I love, is box breathing. So you will inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, and hold for 5 seconds. And then inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds. So you're inhaling you're holding at the top of your breath, and you're holding at the exhale of your breath. And again, this really helps you to connect to your body. It really helps you to develop the silence, and it is also a form of mindfulness and meditation. Again, heightening your awareness to your own body. And that brings us to number 5, which is engage all of your senses. So your basic 5 senses is the visual, the audio, the kinesthetic, the touching, the taste, and the smell as well. And so those are the ones that we have, but some neuroscientists say we have up to 50 type of senses. And as animals, we have a whole load of senses. We just don't get to use them all the time because we live in protective environments for the most part. But really engaging all of your senses, because the thing with intuition and the thing with being each of us being unique individuals is that we all have different ways to cultivate our intuition. Some people may be able to see things, to hear things, to taste things, to feel things. Even temperature changes are very important. To smell things as well. So you don't undermine any of these senses, or to feel things as well. I'm a very kinesthetic person. I start feeling tingling and temperature changes in my body when something is off. So really start cultivating and fine-tuning which part of your senses you really get into touch with. And that brings us to number 6, which is feel into your body. Really get a chance to understand what's going on in your stomach, the back of your throat, your head. Really become aware of the different sensations in your body. Yoga Nidra is a perfect guided meditation you could do. It's called Yoga Nidra, and I also have a free one on my website, or just send me an email and I can send that out to you about on how to really become aware to all the various parts of your body. And number 7 is nature. So all of nature is one big intuitive, instinctive machine, and nothing in nature operates without its own instinct. And you definitely want to soak in that vibe and be a part of that, because we are nature. So definitely get into nature and practice all of the above in nature if you really, really want to hone in and cultivate and strengthen your intuition. And that brings us to number 8, which is ask for guidance. Ask, whether it be ask your higher self, ask God, ask source, ask energy, ask Mother Nature, but ask for guidance. And then again, using all of everything that I've just said to you, fine tune it and see where you get where you feel the answers, where you feel the nuances and the changes in your body. And number 9 would be disconnecting, taking a break from your normal routine, taking a social media fast. Again, this is another form of removing all kinds of distraction in your life, again, to cultivate your own inner awareness and heighten your awareness and your focus into your own body, into your own senses, and into intuition. And number 10 is to do something creative. So that would be anything like music and art or poetry or free writing or drawing or dancing or singing, anything that sort of unleashes your brain and activates your brain senses as well. Again, to do something that is outputting from yourself, and again, something that is free writing. So again, letting go and releasing resistance and putting that into some form of artwork. And bonus number 11 is to do all of this without any judgment. It doesn't matter how long you did it for. Set a timer if you want to do it without any judgment, without any criticism. Don't worry if you did it right or if you did it wrong or if it was good enough, because it is. You were just practicing, you're just tuning in, and halting judgment and halting your inner critic is a surefire way to be able to heighten and to strengthen your intuition. So I hope that helps you. Don't forget to like, comment. If you have any questions, do let me know. I respond to almost everyone. And also subscribe to my channel for more information. And if there's anything more in particular that you wanted to hear about or wanted me to expand on, please let me know. Thanks, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I also wanted to let you know that I do have my upcoming program called the Magnetic Love Method coming up in just a few weeks in January 2021. Make this the year where you attract the love of your life. And if you're single or currently even in a partnership and you really want to hone in on your intuition and really be able to begin to trust yourself. If you have questions or are seeking some answers, definitely this is a great program. So the link is below, and if you want to chat about this, we most certainly can. The link again is below, and I hope to talk to you very soon. Bye for now.